Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world, live and when you're watching this recording. I want to thank you for joining us. This will be a short presentation. We usually try to keep these under 30 minutes, but there will be a lot of information shared. It will be recorded, so if you're live, feel free to just enjoy the presentation. The main thing is open your mind and be open to some new ideas. We're going to show you a way to create income that I think is going to be different than anything you've ever seen before. It's my privilege to introduce my friend Duncan Driscoll. It was just a couple short months ago. I had the privilege of getting to know him a little bit. I actually reached out to him and asked him to help me because he had developed a system that I want to take part in. And you're going to see a big piece of that tonight. You're also going to hear a little later from one of our other leaders, Kwangsoo, Shin. So tonight's going to be a very special call. We're glad you're here with us. So Duncan, if you don't mind, why don't you take us on this journey?
Thank you, Chuck. And I'm really excited to be able to present this. And this presentation is going to be really focused towards business builders. I'm going to introduce you to a company that's expanded very quickly in the United States and now is expanding throughout the world. I'm originally from New York, so I have a tendency to talk quickly anyway, but I have a lot of information to cover. Sometimes it's hard as an entrepreneur, it's hard for me to communicate with people what I see. I typically see things way out in advance. The last company I founded, I had an idea for a virtual reality product that at the time, it couldn't even be done because technology was not there yet. And 16 years later, Intel bought the company. So for me to communicate is my job, and for you to receive is your job. To do that, you're going to have to stay open because some of this might be a little bit new to you. So let me go through this pretty quickly, at least the beginning part. This is a concept I did not understand until I was 29 years old. I was introduced to a multi-level marketing company called New Skin International. The company, when I found out about them, was doing $5 million a month in sales. They had $50 million within 18 months. My wife and I took a $258 package of skincare and hair care products, turned it into a business that generated over $1 million in income for me and time freedom. The difference between what I'd done before and what I was doing at that time was that I was leveraged. Unless you find a way to leverage your time and duplicate yourself, you cannot stop working. And if the prospect of continuing to work for the rest of your life is appealing to you, or maybe you're making a lot of money, but you don't have the time to enjoy your life, you're trading your time for money. We're going to show you a leveraged opportunity. If you want to keep doing what you're doing, that's great. Maybe you love it, and God bless you if you found something that you love that you're willing to trade your life for. All I ever wanted in my life was freedom, and that's what I found in this company. And I'm more excited about this than any business I've been involved with in the past. So let's see if we can move through these slides. So Normality Cancelled, everyone has seen what's going on today. And just in a nutshell, mortgage delinquencies are up. Consumers' spending has gone down. Stores are closing by the tens of thousands all over the world. Large corporations are laying people off. We're officially in a recession. And it's not just in the U.S. market, by the way. U.S. bankruptcies are beginning to soar. Shark Tank investors saying that we're about to see the biggest exodus from cities in 50 years because people can't make money anymore and they don't feel safe. So I want to stop here for a second, just ask yourself, if you're in a business, is this going to affect you, number one? And if you're living in a big city, is this going to affect you? And I can tell you most certainly it will. Now, the people that can afford to leave cities will. What happens when they leave? You have the municipalities still have to pay for the services, the pensions, etc. So your taxes are going to go up. Your expenses are going to go up, and crime will most likely go up as well. And so here's an article that showed up. The mayor of Nashville is talking or proposing raising property taxes by 32%. When property taxes go up and people leave large areas in mass like that, the value of your property, if you own a property, goes down, and you could wind up being upside down in your mortgage. So that's just one reason why you might want to take a look at this company, Isagenix. And before I do, and I think I want to show you this slide. I don't know if you've heard about Isagenix before. Maybe you have. Maybe it's the second or third or fourth time you hear about it. Maybe you've never heard about the company, and that's quite possible because a lot of people haven't. But I want to tell you that if you were to blindfold, 5 men and send them out to feel an elephant and come back and describe to you what they felt, each person's going to come back with a different story because they have a blindfold on. They can't see the whole picture. So one might say it's a rope, one might say it's a wall, it's a fan, it's a spear, it's a snake, it's a tree, depending upon what they grab. I'm going to take the blindfolds off for you, and here's where you really need to keep an open mind. So here's the company. They're based out of Gilbert, Arizona, and I had an opportunity to go out. I met with the founders. I walked the halls. I spoke with the scientists. This company was started in 2002, and what they've done is nothing short than a miracle. Amazing. And there's a reason for that. The reason they've grown so quickly and they've affected so many people around the world is because they're committed to quality. They're I'll tell you their vision statement here in a little bit, but they're totally committed without exception to providing the very best health and nutritional and wellness products in the world. That's the segment that they play in. And we're going to show you some before and after pictures. We're going to talk about income. But before I do that, you know that I can't promise and nobody could promise you anything. This is totally up to you. But we're looking for people that are looking for a way out. And if you're committed to your goals, you write them down, decide what you want to make them, and the sky's the limit with this company. You can earn whatever amount of money you want to earn. In the process, if you want to get into shape and condition, the best shape of your life, you can do that as well as long as you commit to it. But keep in mind, everyone's different, and over 80% of the people that get involved with this company simply get involved to buy the products direct and buy them at wholesale prices. I apologize for the flipping of the screen. So, what do you know about Isagenix? Did you know that they've been featured in Inc. 5000 magazine 11 years straight? They've been featured in many magazines on the front cover of Success and Prosper, People magazine multiple times with people raving about the product and the results that they've gotten on it. Did you know that 323 people have made over $1 million with this company? They've been growing for 18 years and done over $1 billion in sales, and millions of lives have been impacted. They're privately held, responsibly run, no operational debt. This is what makes this company different. When I say quality, that means no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, no hydrogenated oils, no hormones, steroids, routine antibiotics, pesticides, herbicides. All the chemicals that are in most foods that are harmful are not in this product line. We say all the good, none of the bad. It's actually all of the best, and all the latest in technology that's natural, and none of the bad. You could stop the screen later, but this is what makes this company different, and they're committed to that. And now they're recently expanding into Europe. Here's some of the countries you can do business in. You can start in your home and grow from city to city, state to state, country to country, seamlessly with a different business model that gives you time and freedom if you're willing to work to attain it. This is why you have an opportunity right now with this company. I went back and I took a look at the growth charts of a couple of companies that I'm familiar with. Amway's one of them. They've been around for 60 years. Did you know that it took them 20 years to do $1 billion in sales, and 10 years later, they doubled, and 10 years later, they nearly doubled again, and look what happened after that. They went vertical. Part of this was because of their international expansion. Nu Skin, another great company that traded on the New York Stock Exchange. When I started with them 30 years ago, people told me, oh, that must be some type of pyramid scheme. Well, guess what? They were wrong. It wasn't a pyramid at all. It was a better form of doing business. There's no difference between this and a corporate structure. The difference is that in a corporation, and I've built corporations, you have employees. And you have payroll and storefront inventory, stress and headaches, and you've got to run the whole thing. People are connected to the company as an employee. Here, you can be the CEO of your own company, and you're putting on independent contractors, and they're responsible for their success. And if you get involved with the right company at the right time in their corporate growth, they have the same opportunity to build an international business as you do. Anyone you can enroll can make more money than you're making. Their products here and a proven company, and this is where Isagenix is right now. They've done about, $8 billion in sales, about $1 billion annually, and they're projected to grow 10 times larger than they are right now. So why network marketing? I'll tell you why. This is the business of today. This is how a person can have freedom. It's a business model that's been around, that's come of age. And why do I say that? It's a direct to the consumer model. If I want to go out and start a business from scratch, and I want to do all those things that bog me down and don't give me freedom, I can do that. And the chances are I'm not going to succeed because of the environment that we're in right now. However, if I can simply promote my business and connect customers to a business and let somebody else do all those other things I don't want to do, that's a network marketing model. And the key is to be involved with the right company at the right time, at the right place. What does it look like? The company manages all the things you don't want to do and that don't give you freedom. We simply promote and connect people with the company. And for doing that, we get a percentage every time somebody buys from the company that's somehow connected to us. And we do it through leadership. And you can have 10 people. I mentioned earlier that 323 people have made $1 million with the company. Well, what if 20 of those people could be in your organization, or 50 of those people could be in your organization? What would that look like for you financially? This is built through leadership. The business model is simple. It's redirected spending. So I buy products from the supermarket that are unhealthy. Instead of buying those unhealthy products and the products that have chemicals and things that continue to make me unhealthy, I make a decision that I want to be healthy. So now where do I get healthy products? And where do I get them conveniently? And where do I get them at the best possible price with the highest possible quality? I simply stop spending over here and I start spending over here. It's redirected spending. Let me give you an example of this. Starbucks recently showed up on the list of companies, number 2 on the list of companies that's closing locations around the world. So instead of spending $3 or $4 or $5 on a cup of Starbucks coffee, you buy Isagenix coffee. Yes, they do have a coffee. And yes, it's fantastic. It's low acidic, it's smooth, it's award-winning, and it's organic, and it's a lot less expensive than a Starbucks coffee. Subway showed up number 1 on the list of franchises that's closing doors around the world. So instead of buying a Subway sandwich, you might buy an Isagenix shake. Instead of spending $5, $6, $7, $8 for a Subway sandwich, you're spending $3 for an above organic grade meal replacement shake that will make you healthy and help get you out of physical pain. You make a better decision, and in the process, you turn your food bills into an income stream. Here's the amount of food that you would have to eat to get all of the nutrients that you'd find in one Isagenix shake for $3. That's a very expensive meal. That's a very inexpensive shake. It's above organic grade. Who are the types of people that are using the product and building businesses? We have athletes all over the world, professional athletes, all different backgrounds that are using this product as a product of choice. That last image was a friend of mine, Charles Kemp, my old workout partner from Florida. He's a retired IFBB pro, fifth in a Mr. Universe contest, building a business and sharing with people he knows. Pat Wedge, another friend of mine, 3-time international or national cheerleading champion. Another guy that I know that I met through the IsaBody challenge. He was the former U.S. Army Olympic wrestling coach. You can Google this and you're going to find all types of people at the high level and regular people like myself, a surfer, cowboy. I'm not sure what I am. I just like to have fun, and I'm building a business too, and so can you. So here's some testimonials. Look at this family. Look at what this product line did for this family. And now they're building a business because this stuff works. Here, you can Google Isagenix transformations and see hundreds and thousands of pictures just like these. This could be you right here. Now, if that was you, wouldn't you feel a lot better? I know you would. And what if you could share that with 2 people or 3 or 4 or 10 people, and they got those same results? Would they share with other people? Sure. I'm going to share my results with you right now. This is me at 58 years old, 16 weeks later. This is what this product line did for me at 58. What could this do for you? So all we do is share. We transfer information quickly and efficiently. We show people how they can get healthy, and then we look for entrepreneurs that want to build large groups of people that they are going to wind up being healthy as well. So at this point, I want to shift gears, and I want to show you our business model. Now, this is where you really want to pay attention. And the guy that's going to present this to you is a gentleman who's made it to the top of 4 different companies. He is an expert in marketing. He is an expert communicator. He's on our team. And if you decide that you want to do this, we're going to help you build a business of your own. You're not in business by yourself. And we have team leaders right now on this call. Kwangsoo is another one. Kwangsoo has tremendous success in international business, far more successful than I've been. And he's building a business as well. We're going to hear from him at the end of this call. We're going to allow him to share a little bit of his story, or he's actually agreed to do it. And he's part of this team that we're building, and we're looking for leaders. So Chuck, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. Maybe you've already figured that out on your end. Great. Show us how to make money. What is the model that the regular person can build a business quickly with this company?
Very good, Duncan. Great job setting the stage. And so right now is kind of where the rubber meets the road. You know, we have a system in place that you can literally take care of yourself financially for the rest of your life. Now, as my friend John Machete, who I see on here live tonight, talks about, look, most people are interested in making an extra $500 a month, and that literally would change most people's lives. So you can stop there if you want, but tonight we're going to show you the big picture. But it really starts with something as simple as you share, they share. And Duncan and I were talking before the Zoom meeting tonight, and we really want you to understand the simplicity of this model. And it really is you share, they share. And so in this example right here, you are introduced to this like you were tonight on this call, whether it be a recording or live, doesn't matter. And you see this and you say, you know what? I'm going to try these products. And so you buy a small pack or a large pack. It doesn't matter. I typically recommend people start with a small pack, but if you want more product, more value for your money, get a bigger pack. But at least get some product to put in your body and let the product go to work. Now, you can literally just keep your box, and 30 days later, if you don't make the money, send the box back, get your money back. But the cool thing is with Isagenix, you can actually use the product all month and still get your money back at the end of the month if this doesn't work out for you. There's no risk here is what I'm trying to say. So what you do is you share with 2 people. Now, in the example I'm going to show you in about 2 minutes, I'm going to show you an example if you share with 2 people in a week. But I'm here to tell you, literally, you can do this within your first 24 hours. And as your coach, if I'm the one bringing you on board, I take it as my responsibility to help you get 2 customers in your first day. And that's kind of the motto our team has. So let's say you do this. Let's be really conservative and say in a week, you help 2 people come on board. Now, what does that mean? As Duncan showed you earlier, all you're doing is inviting customers. You're not worrying about inventory. You're not taking the order. You're not collecting the money. You're not doing the accounting. You're simply sending people a link to where they can sign up with Isagenix online, and you get credit for it. You do that 2 times, one on your right side, one on your left, and you've literally just about earned back all it cost you for your small pack of product. In this example, you make a minimum of 120 bucks. That's if they bought the smallest packs to qualify. That's exciting to me if you do that within your first 30 days, and we're talking within your first week. Now, in this example, and this is what I really want you to catch right here, is I, as your coach, and each person who invites you is your coach. Our role is not only to help you get your first 2, but then to help teach you how to get those 2 to get their first 2 so they get the same benefit you did. Now, you don't have to onboard 100 or 1,000 people to make a lot of money in this business, but you have to onboard a few right to where they understand the duplication process. And this is it. This is it right here. You share, they share. So when you share with a couple people and teach them to share with a couple people, you now triggered a couple more upfront bonuses. Now, the $200 that would trigger in this example, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. But there's another $250 that gets triggered if you do this within your first 60 days of being an associate. And like I told you, we're trying to teach you how to do it in a couple days, not 60 days. But if you do this within 60 days, you will have earned $570. That's enough money right there to pay for 3 months worth of product. And so that's our goal. If you decide to join this team, we have a system in place. We have 7 steps. We have all the tools you need, what to say, what videos to send, how to do every piece of this to where you can accomplish this in your first several days, but at least in your first 60 days to where you earn $570. Now, if and when you do that, you're going to get plugged into 2 teams. Everybody has 2 teams. And so when you get this pattern going, this model going, you share, they share. Focus on that. You share, they share. That's it. And that starts to duplicate down through your 2 teams. It creates volume. And Isagenix pays us on the volume. I'm not going to go into a seminar on this particular way of making money, but it is phenomenal. And if you want to do so afterwards, I'll do it with you because it's awesome. You get paid down through infinite levels. Let me repeat that. You get paid down through infinite levels. This is no multi-level marketing company where you get paid down 5, 6, 7 levels and you got to jump certain hurdles to get paid. No, you have 1 active customer on your right side, 1 active customer person on your left side, and you get paid down through infinite levels on the volume you create. Every time your 2 teams create a balance of $900, 900 business volume, 600 on one side and 300 on the other, And again, don't get caught in the weeds here. I'm just giving you the details so you can understand how this works. You get paid $54. It's called a cycle bonus. You can earn one of those a week, up to 250 of those a week. 250 times 54 is $13,500 a week. Now, to get paid $13,500 a week, you're going to have to create a lot of volume. But when I say you, it's not you. It's your two teams, your right team and your left team. That's very, very exciting. And as you duplicate our system of you share, they share, this happens naturally. And so in our example, I want to give you this graph right here. Now, we show it in weeks. It could be months. And Duncan and I were talking, it could be days. It could be 12 days. It really could. You simply help your new person get 2 customers in their first day, week, or month. You pick the time frame you want to work with. And then they get 2. They've just earned the $120 that I showed you by the you share. And then you teach those 2 in the next period of time. I don't care if you say week, day, or month, whatever you're comfortable. And then they share. So that's you share, they share. You now made another $450 in the upfront bonuses. But as you start to implement this model throughout your organization, and now they share, and then the next level, they share, and it keeps going. You share, they share. That's what we're teaching everybody. You share, they share. As this ripples every level down, and you're getting paid down through infinite levels, because there's a cap of 250 cycles per week, as it starts to duplicate down, look what happens at the end of that first month of time. In addition to $570, you made 6%. That's $54 divided by 900 BV. It's 6%. You made 6% on the business volume you created with those 30 customers, all doing 100 BV. 30 customers doing 100 BV, 6% is an extra $180 right there. Now that's the exciting money, not the upfront money. That's the exciting money, but it comes from you share, they share. Because that 6% you get paid on week after week after week after week, year after year after year. I've been in this business a little over 3 years. I'm still getting paid 6% month after month after month from people that enrolled me 3+ years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called residual income, and that's exciting. Look what happens in the second period of time. Again, you do what's comfortable for you. A day, a week, or month, doesn't matter to me. You can even say a year. The numbers are going to work out the same. As everybody does the you share, they share, the simple activity of you share, they share, as it duplicates down 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, you've now created enough volume at the 6% that you're going to earn just under $3,000 in that second period of time. It literally could be 8 days, ladies and gentlemen. If you teach people how to get 2 in the first day, it could be 8 days. But let's be a little more realistic and say 8 weeks. If you want to be real conservative, say 8 months. That'd be a real slow pace. Now, where it really gets exciting, simply implementing our strategy of you share, they share. Look what happens weeks 9, 10, 11, and 12. The you share, they share, duplicate down 12 levels, is now creating an income, a residual income of $13,500 a week. You heard me right. $13,500 a week, simply you share, they share, duplicate down 12 levels. I'm here to tell you, everybody on this call can do the you share, they share. I know you can. So why don't we? We don't because we don't believe. And I'm here to tell you, you got no risk. Why not join our team, put the products in your body, watch the transformation take place in your own body, and then you simply share it with 2 people. We'll help you do that. What is your role? Your role is simply to invite people to these calls. You can look at all the benefits on the chart that's showing right there. There's all kinds of them. There's tax advantages. You can do this in limited pockets of your time. We're not asking you to do this full time. This can be a very part-time endeavor on your part. We're looking for you to you share, they share. You get 2, help those 2 get 2. That's the model of our team. Now, I've been around this industry long enough to realize that it never works that beautiful, that pretty. Duncan was kind enough to give you the disclaimer up front. We're totally transparent about that. But I am here to tell you that when you create that model, that system like we have throughout your organization, and everybody does you share, they share, the numbers don't lie. It duplicates. And as you create that volume, the company pays. So here, whether you're already just interested in getting more healthy, which I think is awesome for all of us, or if you're interested in creating that residual income that can create a legacy income for you and your family, the bottom line is, can you do it? And I'm here to tell you, if you can't do the you share, they share, then you probably can't do this business. The good news is, I know you can. The you share, they share is not that difficult. Now, you may have to work on some skills. You may have to learn how to build a list. There's a certain things you got to do to be good in this, but it's not rocket science. The main thing is be coachable and teachable. Let the person who's invited you teach you a couple basic skills, and let us help you invite some people to see what's going on and find people like all of us that are like-minded, that are looking for a better way. They're looking for a way to feel better, to age more gracefully, to enjoy their golden years, and to make some gold to really enjoy those golden years. So I want to stop with this right here. This is the bottom line. It's our system. Number one, you want to get the products. Get back with the person who invites you to watch this presentation. Simply ask for a recommended cart. They'll help you get set up. Once you get set up as a customer, the products will be shipped directly to you by the company. Get those products in your body. And then the key is use our 7-step system to share this with other people. Then once they've seen the presentation, you follow up. Let your success coach help you in the beginning and really forever, because we're here in this together. And then you repeat that process. It's that simple. The steps are in place. All you have to do is walk them out. So before I stop this recording, I want to turn this over to Kwangsoo Shin. Kwangsoo has been a 7-figure income in 2 other companies prior to Isagenix. He's now on track to become a 7-figure annual income earner with this company. And it never happens as fast as you think it's going to happen. So he hasn't done it yet, but there's no doubt in any of our minds he will. And so Kwangsoo, I'd like you to just wrap us up, give us your testimony real quick, and then let's get people back to the person about it. So Kwangsoo Shin, let's hear your story, sir.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Duncan. So this is a truly international business, and I really concur with what Duncan presented earlier. If you really want to, I'm seeing all the teams that I used seeing, so I'm just going to imagine that, I'm just going to assume that you've been here before. So if you're going to make a lot of money in this business, and a lot of people are making a lot of money, you have to really understand what this business is all about, okay? This business is nothing but Amazon Prime on steroid, okay? Amazon happened to sell a lot of stuff. We happen to sell just health and wellness product. And reason why this became a billion-dollar company is because stuff's work. And you can do it globally. I had a meeting this morning at 10 a.m. with people from France, hosted by people from Korea, and hit me in LA. So about half an hour later, I'm gonna have a Zoom meeting with a team in Korea, okay? And I'm planning on having some meetings with other countries afterwards, after the Korean meeting. So this is global because we're globally situated to sell whoever we want. So it's very simple. You know, you don't have to explain a hell of a lot anymore. All you have to do is share the website and do a quick testimony. So, you know, and this is a business, so you gotta incorporate some social media platform, right? I do Facebook. Some people do LinkedIn. Some people do other stuff. So I shared my 11-day result with in Facebook, and my neighbor, who's a doctor, saw it, and he called me up and said, you know what, I want to try this. So I've shared this with him like 3 years ago. He didn't want to do it. So I said, you know what, that's good, let's do it. So he started last week, and we started 11 days on Mondays just like anybody else. Sunday morning, I got up at 7 in the morning. You know, he got excited. As soon as he woke up, he texted me, I am so happy I lost 11 pounds. And my glucose down 100 points. This is a doctor, okay? He's not just a regular guy. And he said, thank you so much for getting me into this. That's why this stuff's work. I didn't squeeze his arm. I didn't do anything. I just shared my experience through social media. Even though he shares a wall with me, you know, he lived literally next door. I had to get to him through Facebook, right? So that's what you do. And I didn't tell him anything about product that much. You know what, try it. You know, it worked for me. So that's why this stuff's work. And if you share, so this person is going to go out and share with his nurses, and all these people come to his clinic are, you know, obese. So he's going to start another business, you know, and that's how it works. So if you're just going to share with the 2 people, then 2 and 4 and 6 and 8 and 16 is not going to work too well, okay? more you share with, that 2, 4, 8 start working better. And a lot of people tells me that, you know what, it just, you know, those things never work that way, you know, but it does. Look, Herb Cepeda has like 500,000 people under him, and he didn't get 500,000 people. He knows only less than 1% of the people. It's all everybody else who did. You know what he did well? He recruited a lot of people in hundreds over the last 10 years, right? I have a lot of people, you know, and I didn't recruit 10,000 people. I recruited maybe, you know, 200-300. But I didn't stop at 2. If you're be successful, just recruit customers, business people. I don't care. Okay, just keep recruiting. And when you're recruiting, all this magical 2, 4, 8 that start working and it becomes a reality. So it's a simple business. It's an online business. You know, it's hottest business in the world right now is online business. We're in it, thank God, right? And it's successful business, very safe business. There's a proof of concept. A lot of people are making an insane amount of money. All you have to do is start sharing. And if you want to share, you know, you got to have a list of people. You're in the business. If you don't have the list of people to call, you got to figure out why not and start getting a list of people to call. It's very simple. So I'm so excited about the other day's, last week's celebration. I heard so many things, but I'm going to forget 99.9% of stuff and get 1 or 2 concepts and go for it hard. And I recommend that you do the same. All right, that's it. Back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Kwangsoo. Appreciate Duncan and Kwangsoo for sharing tonight. We're going to stick around and answer any questions. For those of you watching the recording, get back with the person who invites you. You have found the right team, the right place, the right company. All you have to do is get started. Don't pause. Don't quit. And we'll see you at the top. God bless you.